How do you know whether you're being too risk averse when it comes to property investing and growing a property portfolio? In other words, the question is, how do you know whether you or your partner is being a freaking pussy when it comes to property investing? Let's digress.
Oh, honey, we pay too much tax in ATO. We should buy an investment property.
Oh my god, darling, do not buy an investment property. We should pay down our owner-occupied debt because we are not smart enough. Oh my god, too much confusion now.
If you're like that couple over there, these are the 5 questions you need to ask yourself whether you're too risk averse. Question number 1 is when you see your friends, colleagues, or family getting into the market and then you see them have a big gain, do you find yourself asking yourself, hey, I should have gone into the market too? Like, why didn't we? If you're stuck in regret in terms of missed opportunities, then it's most likely that you're actually letting your fear get hold of you instead of you taking calculated small risk. Question number 2 is, are you waiting for the perfect time to invest? Spoiler alert, perfect time to invest does not exist. Remember guys, the market fluctuates. You cannot time the best time to get into the market. The best long-term strategy is to do it while you can afford it and then wait for the long term. Which leads to question number 3 is when you think about, oh my god, what if I F it up? Like, what if I make the wrong decision? Well, the thing is, you gotta ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? Like, imagine it. Do that exercise with your brain. I do it with my clients. What is the worst that could happen? Okay, you buy a property, investment property in the interstates, for example, you're in New South Wales, and then the property tanks. What is the worst that can happen to you? Number 1, could you sell and offload the property and start back at 0? Number 2, can you still rent it out in the period when there's a downturn and still receive good rental yield while you're still holding on to it and waiting to offload it? If you thought about the worst thing that could happen in that decision, maybe it will alleviate your fear of not jumping into the market. Question number 4 is, are you too focused on paying off your debt, having no thought for investment strategies with debt? I mean, while paying off debt is great, but putting all your eggs in the pay off your debt basket could only mean you're not diversifying your wealth accumulation strategy. Which leads to number 5, diversification. You might think, oh my god, that's such a fancy word. You might think, I, myself, my partner have no chance in learning how to build an investment property through using debt. You might be thinking, oh, it's too hard. It's not for me. It's not for our family. But I'm telling you right now, your perceived risks is because of your lack of knowledge. I'm telling you right now, the more you learn, the less intimidating debt and investment will seem to you. But the great thing is you landed on my channel and you're watching my channels, you're probably binging on my channel. It means that you're starting small, you're educating yourself, and hopefully you're not as risk averse as you thought you are. Jump in the comments, let me know what you think.